Hi guys, welcome back. Today we are doing the first part of the late January 21 DLC, Superbikes 2000. We're doing Superbikes Golden Age, 5 racers in this event, all using Superbikes from the 2000s. First one at Brands Hatch. Tried to use the SP2 for this. You can't modify the suspension, so you've just got bog standard preload adjustment. The MV annihilated me every time. If you can't beat them, join them. Jumped on the MV, was annoyed, should have had a cup of tea and 10 minutes away from it. Was riding a bit angry, pushing too hard, getting a bit carried away. The engine braking was too high, the tyres weren't getting warm. It was just frustrating me. It got very frustrating, to the point where I was smashing the air on the backside. I just thought, nah, we need to start again. Made an adjustment to the bike, trying to get some heat in the tyres. Didn't really work. It was still a bit of a slog. Just felt a bit of a slog. Wasn't the most enjoyable event. Standard start, blitz the AI, new physics model, not great. And off we went. Last corner, last lap, 2.5 2-second lead, bit of a penalty, nothing to worry about. Yeah, not a great event. Won't be rushing back to try that one again. Next up, 5-lap race at Imola. Wasn't quite sure what bikes to use. The bikes in the DLC, some of them aren't eligible for this event. Confused me a lot. I'm in Italy. I'll use the bikes I've not used before. Went for the 1098R. Had a great race on the endurance bike. threw a generic Imola-ish setup in, plenty of front end support. Don't want to be overloading the tyre, massive heavy braking zones. It's going alright. Bike, bit twitchy, loads of torque, wants to fire you off all the time. Get on a curb, get on the gas and you're off straight away. It just was not happy at all. Was convinced I can still do this. 1 lap left, 3-second gap, bit of a penalty, AI getting bolshy. Just thought, sod it, balls to the wall and just go for it. And it was close. It was really close. Out the last chicane, still 1 and a bit seconds. Oh, I was gutted at the end of the race. Thought no problem, I'll stuff it up the inside of him, into the chicane. He goes left, covers the inside, comes back right. Oh my god, not going to stop. Bit of a bump. Thought I'll get him, no problem. Massive slide. He's going to outdrag me. No, I'm catching him, I'm catching him, I'm catching him, I'm catching him. I've done it. Nah, no I have not. I forgot about the 0.2 of a second penalty. So we finished second. 10 minutes of my existence wasted. So we had to do the whole thing again. Quick change on the setup, took a little bit of stiffness out of the rear shock, just dropped the spring hardness down a notch, just to try and control that wild oversteer that I was getting sometimes. The long wheelbase on this, it'll run engine braking level 2 quite happily, no problem at all. That will help get some temperature in the back tyre. Off the line, absolutely blitzed the AI. And it was a case of settling in, not making any daft mistakes. Very difficult for my fingers to not get twitchy and start firing the throttle fully open. Way too excited sometimes. Pretty much nailed it. 11-second lead, last lap. Another big moment coming out the last chicane, and that's with a warm back tyre as well. Just so much power, so much torque out of this monstrous V-twin Ducati. Out the last chicane, no penalties, 12-second lead, job's a card. Really enjoyed that one, really good race. Next one, time attack at Donington. Spent a bit of time cycling through bikes, trying to work out what to use. Spotted the 2008 Firebalde. Side note, my wife used to have one. I wasn't very jealous much at all. It was a 170 odd horsepower missile. What a machine. On here, the bike is very usable. Seems to rev very quickly compared to a lot of other bikes. Doesn't like engine braking. Maybe it's a shortish wheelbase. Might be something going off with the suspension kinematics, the way they've done the physics model in the game, but any engine braking whatsoever and it's starting to snap sideways, it's sliding and the tyre's not biting. Turns in very quickly. I would probably in the future drop the preload down a notch on the front and rear, get the front a bit close to the floor, let the rear just come down a little bit as well. It will just kill that understeer. Across the line, and we've done a decent time there, 1:30. That's a decent lap, straight out, new bike, 4 seconds under the goal time. I will take that every day of the week. Next up, is it my favourite track, Magny-Cours? Oh, it's a toss-up between this and the Utah Motorsport Complex campus, whatever it's called. These two circuits, just mega. They've got a really nice flow to them. They are very nice tracks. I absolutely adore the pair of them. I was wary of the way this bike was handling, made a couple of changes to try and settle that back end down. Didn't really work on the brakes into this second, third corner, S too early. The back end was fighting me all the way around. It did not want to drive forward, it just wanted to drive sideways. End of the first lap, couple of seconds in hand, all was going well. Lap 3, got a little bit excited, cut the curb, anti-wheelie was off, sent the bike into orbit. It's still not come down, had to go to the garage and get a spare. The AI didn't catch up. Onto lap 5, the best part of 10 seconds, no more penalties. Setup was there or thereabouts, front tyres getting a little bit warm, don't mind that, especially with these races that go through the day into the night. The tyres seem to cool off a lot quicker. Good bike, great track, enjoyed that, absolutely mega. Last, but by no means least, a wet race at Suzuka on the GP circuit. This was hard, this was difficult. Went with, I think it's an 07 Suzuki GSX 1000, 07, 08, yeah 07. And the thing just had no grip. Put a generic tune in it, never used it before, wet tyres, so not too soft, not too hard. And it was a nightmare, absolute nightmare. Sliding everywhere, loads of vibration through the pad, threatening the front end all the time, threatening to wash out. Really struggled for grip, just couldn't get any grip out of it whatsoever. The tyres weren't particularly cold, it just didn't want the grip. Through 130R, up to the chicane. Brain had a meltdown. Where's my braking point? What chicane are we on? Oh yeah, not this one. Made an absolute haberdashery of it through the cones. Luckily I had a couple of 3 seconds lead and the AI didn't come past. through the chicane last time. Couple of second lead, 1.2 second penalty. I was wary of that in the closing stages. We had enough, managed to get through. Strange event, strange, no grip whatsoever, none. Very weird. There's some setup time to be spent with that bike on that track. But that's all 5 done, 5 golds, event done. Next time we're going to do the second half of the DLC, which is the Millennium Superbikes event. Once again, thanks for watching. Smash the like button, turn the bell on, and subscribe. You know you want to. I really want you to. Stay safe. Peace out.